grade at Westlake Elementary School this year, right across the street. By show of hands, how many of y'all have younger siblings, cousins, nieces, nephews? Quite a few. I know some of y'all out there are lying, but that's all right. For those of you who raise your hand, you'll probably connect pretty well to our story then. Brooklyn's a wild child. She's funny, she's smart, she has the biggest heart, and she's pretty adventurous, sometimes a little too adventurous. Last spring she got an electric scooter and she was riding with her sister and she jumped off for whatever reason and broke her arm. It was a pretty bad break. A week later, I was working on the roof on a project at our house and I caught her climbing up the ladder with her broken arm in a cast, trying to get up there. And then a week after that, she was not supposed to be on the scooter, but she was anyways, and she fell off and scraped up her knee and had scrapes all over. It was great. A week after Brooklyn started the 5th grade, she got asked to go to the lake with a friend on a Saturday. So she had made it through her first week, had a great week of school, loved her new teacher, was on the safety patrol, everything a 5th grader loves, right? The night before, me and her mom were telling her to be safe, wear your life jacket, all the things. Yeah, I got it, Mom, Dad, yeah, cool 10-year-old, right? That next morning, we got up, I gave her a hug and a kiss, and I told her I loved her. And then she got in the car with her friend and proceeded to the lake. I was working on a house project at our house, and I got a phone call from my 15-year-old stepdaughter, a student here at Middle Creek. She said, "There's been an accident. Brooklyn's been airlifted to the hospital." And my heart dropped to the bottom of my stomach. What do you mean, Ava? Don't mess with me. What do you mean there's been an accident? She's been airlifted. She's at the lake having fun with her friends. Brooklyn grew up on the lake. She loves the water. We have boats ourselves. Just grew up tubing, all the things. Ava said, "I don't know. My mom's on the phone with someone." And he said, "There's been an accident. Your daughter's been airlifted and you need to get to the hospital." We drove like we've never driven before to the hospital as fast as we could. It was probably a 30-minute drive. It was the worst drive of my life. We get to the hospital and everybody's acting a little weird. Trying to figure out what's going on. Where's our daughter? A few minutes later, they walk us into an isolated room. It's just me, our direct family, and someone who's supposed to be there for emotional support. It was at that moment I kind of knew what was going on. The doctor came in and informed us that Brooklyn had been killed. I'll never forget the words. The last words he said was, "I'm so sorry for your loss." Come to find out, alcohol was involved. Brooklyn's death was not an accident. It was something that was 100% and completely preventable. Someone made the decision and chose to drink alcohol and get behind the wheel. Someone made the decision and chose to be on their phone and get behind the wheel. He got drunk, was on his phone, pulling a tuber, wasn't paying attention, ran my little daughter over. We will never see that beautiful smile ever again. I will never see my daughter go to middle school. I'll never see her go to high school. I'll never see her drive. I'll never see her first boyfriend. I'll never see her go to college. There'll never be another Christmas morning where I'm so excited to see my child waking up to presents. It's gone forever. I will never have grandchildren. According to the statistics Every 85 seconds, someone's injured or killed by a drunk driver. Now, I haven't been standing up here very long, but according to the statistics, about 3 people have been injured or killed since I've been up here. Over 13,000 people are dead, killed each year due to drinking and driving. Don't do it, guys. It's not worth it. There are serious consequences. Me and my family are in pain every single moment. There's sadness. We have to take medication to get through every day. We have dreams, nightmares. Have a dream, see Brooklyn, wake up. She's not here. So when you're going out having a good time, partying with your friends, or maybe getting into something that you shouldn't be, I want you to remember this story. I want you to remember Brooklyn. I want you to imagine how it would feel if you were driving down the road after you got drunk and killed a family of 4, and you're sitting in a jail cell for years later, and how that would make you feel. Or better yet, you're out with your friends having a good time, having a few drinks. I've only had a couple, I'm good to drive. You got all your best friends loaded up in the car, you get in an accident, you're the only one that survives. How would you be able to handle that? How would you be able to face those parents? You're the only one that made it, and they're all dead because you decided to drink and drive. Or how would your parents feel waking up at 3 a.m. to a police officer banging on the door to let them know that their child is gone because they decided to drink and drive? I know how it feels. And it's the worst feeling you could possibly ever imagine. Be safe out there, guys. Thanks for listening to my story.